Oh, look ominous already forward just with their height. And, of course, leaping Michael Powell deep in the goal square. We'll see how it unfolds. There's any compensation? Young Simon Butler there. He's about the average height of a Darley player here this afternoon. Blake Colley's got the job. As play underway here. Tap one there by Richards, ball at ground level. First disposal there by Brad Inglis has been cut off as Richards sends the ball inside 50. Will it sit up for Hart? Good pressure there from Cadman. Went for the safety of the boundary line. Lucky to get away with that. There'll be a boundary throw-in right in front of us here in the commentary box.
Keel's got Ankrum, or Ankram's got, he's doing a tagging role on Keel Ankrum.
Boundary throw-in, Fenton and Richards to contest, about 60 metres away from the Sebas goal. Richards, with strength, just pushed him out of the way, but Ankrum through traffic. Hurried kick on the right, sits for Azapati, had to be cleaned by hand. Got it to Bailey Young, the youngster. That'll do his confidence a world of good. Got a kick towards half forward. Right foot kick for Beecham. Inside 50, and the mark's been taken there by Cadman. Speak of Joel back in the side today. And that was a nice bit of passage there from the Devils, Fritz.
Yeah, good bit of passage of play there, Todd. Moved the ball very quickly, quick hands, and hit up a man in Cadman.
So Joel Cadman.
This would be the start they'd want, you know. 45-degree
angle, 45 metres out from goal. Darley kicking to the Raglan Street end of this opening term. Kicks on its way. It's off to the right. Bending back, but not far enough. Opening score to Darley. They're a point. Sebastian to score. Better get a photo of that scoreboard. We'll show the Devils leading. So to imagine that it's going to be a long afternoon if they just can't keep going with Sebas. As they bring the ball back into play. Reading it well there was Leonard at the back. Takes a well-judged mark. Went to go to Colley. Chose not to. And then did in the end by hand. Colley's grubbery kick actually landed onto the boot of Medwell. And Medwell's first disposal, albeit involuntary, has gone out of bounds on the full. And a let-off for that ordinary kick there from Colley. Lazy across the body right.
Oh, he tried to pierce it through it and tried to pierce it short high.
Yeah, unless he was aiming for Medwell's foot. It was probably the kick of the afternoon.
Well, go over his head.
So Colley.
Not between the torso and the waist.
The number 12, he's on half forward, too far out to score. Goes with the squaring kick. Cadman again, the fly. Second grab couldn't quite take the mark. Ball at ground level. Good pressure there from Hutt. Excellent pick up there through traffic. It was by the youngster there in Havelberg. Looked more like the number 3 that we've seen in the Darley jumper in recent weeks, Ryan Kemp. But it was the youngster. Excellent gather on the run, off the ground. Boundary throw in here. 45 metres out from the Darley goal. The Devils lead by a point. They're in this game at the moment. Here's Bewley. From 55, goes long to the teeth of goal, sits there for Cadman. Could have caught one high. The umpire agreed. The Cadman will have his second shot on goal in the opening few minutes.
Well, there's been 20 possessions to 2 possessions in the first 5 minutes, Todd.
Cadman on the non-preferred left. Shot on goal, he likes it. Cadman puts it through. Great start for the Devils. And those ginger travel tablets just haven't sunk in yet for Sebastopol, who are up the highway taking on the bottom place Devils, and they trail by 7 points. Darley 1-1-7, Sebastopol yet to score.
They might have taken the travel calm tablets, Todd. Not the pep-me-ups.
Well, Sebastopol have only won one quarter, one opening term for the year. So this is their most ordinary return. Is their first. They're very strong in the second half, but the Devils... They're in it early. 7 plays, 0. Ball at ground level as a party over that play there in Cassidy, but the ball gets spat out to the members' side centre wing. Hand pass was meant there for Ankrum, but it went to Fenton, who gave it to Ankrum. Goes in, deep into towards the forward line. Was too hot for Inglis. And going back and conceding behind there was the big fella there in McNabb. Darley 8. Sebastian to score. How about that for a kick? It was a beauty. Might have been from Wilkinson. As Hill turns around onto the right boot. Kicks okay to Lockyer. Goes along the line with the right boot. Misses everything. Out of bounds on the full.
Just a bit unsure of themselves at the moment, Sebastopol, Todd.
Yeah, just getting a bit lost here. It's been 6 years since they've felt the terra firma here at Darley Park, Sebastopol. Needless to say, they lost by 192 points. So I don't really think they saw it either that day. Jake Edwards kicked 12.
Oh, geez, they'd love him today.
Yeah, they would, but He's basking in the sun up in Queensland, I believe, but he could be doing that out here this afternoon. Given these Queensland-type conditions, it's a very warm afternoon here. Sun piercing down as the umpire will come in and effect a ball up. Social Club side centre wing. There's the ball up. Fenton to do the ruck work. We'll give that one to him over Richards. Crashing through there was Keeley. Wanted one high. Went to ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. Social Club side centre wing. Darley 8. The goal through Joel Cadman. Leads Sebastopol. Ball at ground level. Could be a repeat stoppage here. Stacks on the mill, has a party over it. What's the umpire going to do?
Okay.
Nearly blew the whistle there. Ward over the football. And the umpire does the right thing. Will come in and effect a ball up. Just a few change of numbers here this afternoon, Fridge, for those people that are tuning in around the ground.
Luis Patiri's wearing 50. Mitch Banner 21. Joel Cadman, he's 17. Finn Burns number 1. And Bailey Young, the youngster, number 6, Todd.
And for Sebastopol?
Hassler 26 and Bailey Medwell 13.
Beautiful. Ball up. Thanks for waiting, umpire. Just hacked out of the air there by Ward. Went straight up and under. Didn't gain any meterage at all. Chance here for the Devils. Hurried right foot kick. Got towards half forward. But, it's been cut off there by the Sebastopol defence as the glare of that car gets right in my eye. Right foot kick inside 50 here. Players set themselves and Hyde prevails. Hair pass over the top. Michael Powell, 4 goals, 4 kicks last week. 1 kick, 1 goal this afternoon. There's the reply for the Boroughs. They're back within 2 points. Darley 1 goal, 2-8. Sebas 1 goal, straight 6.
Yeah, just out of the stoppage, Todd. Just quick transitional football, handball, good kick and good.
You get fair, he can cut some of these Sebastopol blokes off at the knee and they'd still be taller than these Darley blokes.
Yeah. They good use of the footy there, Todd. And handball off and goal, resulting in a goal to...
So Powell, who kicks Sebastian's first of the afternoon, the leading goal kicker in the end, including finals in 2019. Strikes first blood. There's the tap from Richards. Got it to Notha. Right foot kick inside 50. Going to ground there was Collie. Shark there by Leonard. Hand pass smothered. That's good defensive forward pressure there by Sebass. And that was nearly a throw there, but the back turn of the umpire. He called play on. Burns over the football. Went knocking it towards Inglis, who couldn't gather the football there from Cassidy. Never an easy assignment that. There were ball up on half forward.
Just took his eyes off the ball, Burns, before he got to it.
Good contest there from Fenton against Richards, but then the big fella Richards prevailed. Right foot kick inside 50. Fortuitously lands into the hands of Michael Lockyer, brother of Tony. Kicked a lot of goals in the lower leagues, and he's up playing with his brother here in the Ballarat Football League. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Darley with the opening goal through Joel Cadman. And the response from Sebastopol through Michael Powell is Lockyer will shoot from 49 metres. Goes off to the right for a minor score. Their first minor of the afternoon. They're 1-1-7. They trail Darley 1 goal, 2-8. About 15 minutes going left in this opening term. Brett's kick made it difficult there for the Devils. That hand pass there from Holt went, didn't go to any advantage. Crashing through there was Medwell. Hurried right foot kick goes into the Butler direction. He couldn't gather. Sweeping on the football was Cassidy. Gave the hand pass over. Lockie couldn't take the mark. Chance here. Stowe affects the Shepherd. Oh, that did. Ball. And Leonard's copped a hard one. That's got him flush, that bump from Stowe. And Leonard's in a bit of trouble. Let's hope he's okay. So the youngster Burns with ball in hand.
And 50.
And 50 metres for the youngster. That'll bring him right up into the middle of the ground. So that hurried left foot kick was pretty ordinary. Only went as far as Hazlitt. Does the mopping up there for Sebastopol. Kick out wide is okay. They go short to Cassidy. Cassidy on half back. Right foot kick. Into the middle of the ground. Darley need to mark here. Good hands there from Bewley. Plays on. Hand pass to Collie. Good both sides normally. This kick goes out wide. Chance here for the Devils. Up close up against the boundary line. Tackle taken to ground. The umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll come in and effect the ball up.
So any opportunity that you get, that 50-metre penalty that they got, the kick was no good, Todd, and it was just simple turnover for Sebastopol.
Yeah, that was just gave it back too easy. But Darley lead here at Darley Park. No real great breeze to speak of. 1-2 plays 1-1. Chance here for the Devils out of the congestion. Might have been Spiteri, but they're a mile away from us. Just thankful to be back here in the hours of the afternoon as Darley combined by hand, trying to get themselves out of trouble. Plenty of over at ball use with handball. Good pressure there from Sebastopol. They'd be happy with a throw in here if they can get one, and they will. True centre weak position, Social Club side of the ground. There'll be a boundary throw in. The Devils lead by 1 point.
Just interesting, the last kick in that Sebastopol had. Their 3 forwards, their forward pocket, full forward, the other forward pocket, line up on the 25-metre line. So the Darley play hasn't got an opponent.
Well, Butler dropped the football there. The umpire called play on. Close up against the boundary line. Players in from everywhere, and there'll be a repeat stoppage. As has been the most pattern of play in the opening quarters in these first 5 games. We've seen plenty of stoppages, especially in the first half of first quarters, as players work themselves out, trying to find their feet. Interesting, there's no sunscreen on any of the players this afternoon. It's certainly got some heat about it this afternoon as the ball ends up over the line for a boundary throw in once again. True centre wing, Social Club side, right in front of our broadcast partners there in Red Onion. Boundary throw in. Opportunity here for Harvey. Throws the ball onto the boot, was hopeful more than anything else.
Good.
Could have been a free kick against the Devil there for the tackle. Sebas wanting it. Umpire said no. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw in front of the Darley faithful, albeit next to the bar over there.
Their intensity and their pressure around the contest, Darley's very good, Todd.
Boundary throw in. Neither side can gain any ascendancy. Inglis with the tackle.
Yeah.
Speak of Brad. So they're up and about. Now they're just conceding back-to-back goals in recent weeks. They've managed to stall Sebas's efforts here this afternoon. There's the ball up. Chance here for Harvey. Ball gets sort of knocked free. Right foot kick inside 50. And Stowe's going to take a mark. Blake Collick thought that was a half volley or a spilt mark, but the umpire in good position there to see that. And Stowe, I speak of Liam, will go back and have a shot on goal for an opportunity to get Sebastopol back in front. So he's been a forward pocket relief ruckman, does the ruck work forward for the Borough this year. Donned the long sleeve last week, no sign of that. Back up the highway to the beautiful weather as Stowe leans back on the kick. As he got the distance, he hasn't. Matthew Brett just rushes it through for a minor score as Fenton probably dropped what he should have taken there on the goal line. So Collie will bring the ball back into play. Matthew Brett wearing 11 this afternoon. Marks that football, that kick in from Collie. He can go back to Collie if he likes. Goes short, kicks okay to Lee Spiteri back in the side today. Inside the defensive 50. He can go lateral and Sebas will let them have that kick as Leonard marks. Now 20 metres out from the Sebastopol goal and goes short and wide. No territory gained, but they have ball in hand. That's the important thing, is the short kick from Inglis goes back to Leonard. Now he's in the defensive goal square as he goes short, back out wide. The kick's okay. Cadman takes the mark. Weighs up the options.
Just being patient, Todd. That's what
it goes short now. That's about 10 disposals inside the defensive 50. Turnover opportunity here to the top of the square at the back. Powell, but Collie. He's given away a free kick here, has Matthew Brett, I think. And this will be a certain goal. And Powell's going to make it 2 from 2. And if the stats tell me Wayne Foreman from last week, it'll be 6 goals from 6 kicks. Can you believe it?
Well, I didn't seem to think there was too much in that, Todd.
No, none at all. Matthew Brett is...
thought it was a 50-50.
Can't believe it. And Powell shouldn't have any trouble from here. Phoenix going to have to fall over to miss this fridge. Powell leans back on the kick, makes no mistake. And to a very disappointed Matthew Brett wanting a further explanation on that adjudged in the back. But Pal's got 2. Sebas have got 2. And they've hit the front. They're 2-2-14 Sebastopol. They lead Darley 1 goal 2-8. Let's go around the grounds. Lake Windermere 3-2-20 lead Melton South 1 goal straight. Sunbury 2 goals. Ballarat 1 goal 3. East Point trail North Ballarat by 1 point. And Melton are a goal up early on Redan. So some close games, albeit minutes gone in the opening terms.
Brett was sort of remonstrating to say, well, I only sort of touched him with me forearm and it was down alongside me body. So where was the free kick, ump?
Yeah, well, they'll cut some vision of their own, the umpires, and go over that. They'll have their own review on Tuesday, no doubt.
Watsy's not here, is he? We can't get the footy. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, well, he's certainly not here. It's been returned and back into the middle of the ground. Pal has 2. Joel Cadman has 1. He kicked the opening goal of the game, Cadman. Started well, presenting well forward, but Pal's been on the end of a couple of Joe the Gooses at the moment. And it's Sebastopol who lead by a goal. There's the ball up. Chance for Ankrum to get it out of the middle. They need a piercing kick forward. Has it got the carry to the looking in the Cadman direction? Here's a chance for Inglis across the body. He likes it. That's a quick response there from the little fella. They just had to lower their eyes there and they would have found Harley Inglis at Sebast's defence, but gathered cleanly, kick across the body, and he's very noted for that, and that's why he got the attention of Swans coach Joe Carmody last week.
Yeah, no, he's... if he gets off the chain, and he can be very dangerous, Harley. Very dangerous player in front of the sticks. But just interesting, Ankram's probably had 3 or 4, contested middle out of the midfield and is playing really, really well, Todd.
Yep, good observation. Been in good form, and he currently leads the Player of the Year Rustel Proprietary Limited Darley Award. Here's a chance for Keel. Tackled, taken to the ground there by Spiteri. Chance here for Cassidy with strength. Goes crashing through, got it over to Notha. They gave it back to Medwell. Kick goes towards half forward. Bailey Young and the other fella there in O'Shea over the football. Still a hot footy on in earnest here at half forward. Chance of Cassidy. Just got away from Inglis as he pushed through that tackle. Chance here again. Cassidy, right foot from 40. Set sail for the judge. And they like it. He had about 3 or 4 disposals in that chain of events there, Cassidy, and he's just stamped his authority on the game this afternoon.
A bit stiff there, the Devils. They only needed... Look, they put plenty of pressure on them. They nearly coughed it up, but, just come out and, just a freakish kick and, they get a goal and, doesn't help the confidence of the blokes that are on the back line, Todd.
Sebastopol 3-2-20, lead Darley 2-2-14. Back in the middle of the ground, ball up, Fenton giving that tap, ball at ground level, Notha over the football, it's a hot one at that. Chance here for Ward out of the middle. Thanks for Ward for playing in front there, the Devils. They've got the ball on true half forward. And it's Andy has the party with ball in hand. What will he do? Goes by right foot, goes out in the direction of Cadman the fly. Sebastian good in the air, but there's a nice mark taken there by the Devils.
Yeah.
And just when that sun goes out of my eyes, I'll let you know who it is. And it is Cadman. It was the one I actually said in the first place. 1 against 3, I believe.
Yeah, he done a good job there, Todd.
Keeps presenting. Chance here for Cadman to kick his second of the afternoon.
Took the footy at the highest point.
Yeah, just underneath the sun. As he leans back on the kick. Yes, I reckon he's threaded it. It snuck in.
No, missed. Point. The Faithfuls thought it was there, Todd.
Well, why are the umpires bringing it back to the goal umpire waving 2 flags? You need your ice check fridge off to OPSM.
Well, I thought he said it was a point.
Yeah, 2 flags is a goal, 1 flag is a point.
I might need the concussion test at half time, Todd.
Yeah. No more of those ginger travel tablets for you either. You're on the same stuff with those Sebast boys at the moment. 3-2-20. Sebastopol, Darley 3-2-20. Scores level here at Darley Park. Ankram again, soccer off the ground, got it to half forward, gathered by Spiteri. Right foot kick to the top of the square. Banners there, how will it sit? He went for the soccer off the ground. They're doing the mopping up on the last line of defence. There was Hart, high, right foot kick towards half back. Ankram under it. Drop what he should have taken, but got the hand pass over towards Inglis. Right foot kick. Was hopeful more than anything else, and Pabst goes back and takes a mark deep into the goal square. Can go short to Midwell. Will it sit for him? It does. Gets away from Bewley. Gave the ball back to Pabst. Normally good by foot. Went looking there towards Hutt. He's nearly taken over the line for a throw-in. Colley's got 2 to beat here. Cassidy goes to ground. Colley kept his feet, and he's bailed up, and the tackle no prior. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. On half forward, out of side of the ground for the Devils. Scores level here at Darley Park. And we've been playing tick over 20 minutes. 7 to go. Thank you. Chance here for Darley. Through Colley. Laconically. Swings onto the right boot. Spearing kick. Went looking for Azzopardi. Could have hung on to his Sebastopol opponent there and given away a free. But the umpire said, play on. Plenty of players around the ball as Richards thumped it only as far as Colley, who's worked right up the ground. He's bailed up Keel. Keel's over the footy. Bewley at ground level. Got hands to English. He got it to Ward. He's tackled, taken to the ground. He too had no prior. Umpire lets it go. It's a scrum of sorts on half forward. Medwell, hand pass, got it to Pabst. Left foot kick across the body. Goes over the head of Holt, who's given away serious height to Hausler. Hunt runs through, but the hand pass was good. Right foot kick to half forward. Sits okay there. Did well there, the youngster there in Havelberg. Hand pass to Cadman. Ward was brilliant below the knees. Gather, and then as he went to ground, found Azzopardi. He's gathered 2, was excellent, but then he was dispossessed, fell into the hands of Cassidy. They're in trouble here, the Devils. Butler's hand pass was poor. Now Darley can get out of trouble if Ward had more time than that. Just threw the ball onto the boot, got it beyond the centre of the ground, and it's all Sebastian. They'll bring the ball back as quickly as it went in. Cassidy on centre wing, Social Club side of the ground. Extremely good by foot there, Ward, but chose to kick from the standing start and just didn't get any penetration as Brett goes back and takes a nice mark on the last line of defence. Important part of the game here for Darley. As I said before, they concede 40% of their goals beyond the 20-minute mark of quarters. Right now it's 0, so far so good. Bewley to half back. Flying for the mark there was Cadman a long way from home. Cop one high. The umpire called play on chance for Inglis. They got numbers here, Darley. Oh, the youngster there, Burns, just didn't look. Just put it onto the boot and hacked it to half forward. And there's a turnover. The ball will come back. Half forward. Houser's got height. Leonard just knocked him under the football, and Hutt just ran around and took the mark of the chest, and Hutt goes with the square and kick into the power direction. Brett now at ground level. Will it sit for him as Stowe is in pursuit? It does. Left foot kick out wide towards Ward. Can he gather? He does.
We're out.
Doesn't break stride on the non-preferred. Excellent kick there, Mitch Ward. Got it beyond the attacking side of centre wing. Kick goes in there looking towards Azzopardi. He's just taken too easily out of the contest, and I'll bring the ball back through Medwell. Social Club side centre wing. Right foot kick from Medwell goes out wide to half forward. That kick's good. That found Powell a long way from home. His kick. T2 was effective. Found Stowe, who marked adjacent to the Sebastopol coach's box. You don't want to drop them in front of the coach as he hugs the line and finds Hutt, who does the same thing. Reward running there from the big fella. He took a nice chest mark in front of the boundary line. Taking his best kick from here, you'd think. And they wouldn't be short of advice there, just in front of the 27 coaches that are involved in football each and every Saturday. And which line coaches they'll be hoping the forward can give him enough advice here as he standing start. Top of the square. Tell you what, it's not a bad effort. Offhands, Hauser, outside of the boot, Butler. Goal. Disappointing. Defence there from the Devils. Butler just waited at ground level, and Darley defence just couldn't punch the ball through for a point, Fritz.
Yeah, all of them flew, Todd, and just punching it through the goals would have registered a kick in for the Devils, but no, they allowed Butler, and he was just sitting under the pack and said thank you very much.
Sebastopol 26, lead Darley 20. We'll go round the grounds quickly. Lake Windaree 26, lead Melbourne South 6. Sunbury 12, lead Ballarat 9. 13 East Point, trail North Ballarat 22. And Melton 26, lead Redan 8. There's the ball up. Chancey for the Devils again. Through Ankrum, who's been terrific. Spiteri goes the soccer, gets it towards half forward. Will it sit for Inglis? He's over the footy. Good pressure here from the Devils and matched equally by the Sebast defence. And I speak of Pabst as Banner throws the ball back to the umpire, and there'll be a ball up. Just a tick over 4 minutes remain in this opening term. Been a bit of a end-to-end game at the moment. It's been good, but Sebast's ball use has probably just been a little bit better than the Devils at the moment. Fritz, it's probably been the difference.
Yeah, no, their kicking to position is very good, Todd. Where Darley, just a little bit more composure, perhaps, Todd, with Darley. They're sort of rushing a little bit.
Attacking side of centre wing. Tap one by Fenton. Ball gets scrummed towards half forward here for Darley. Who's going to win out of this ground ball? It's Ankrum. He just heads out wide, just hacks it onto the boot. Be lucky to get away with this. Could easily have been deliberate because the goals were actually 180 degrees the other way. And but he found touch, let's call it that, 50 metres around from the Darley goal. Sebastopol lead by a goal. Darley be happy with their pressure. The youngster's just lacking a bit of composure by foot, Fritz.
Yes, yeah, he's been Burns a couple of times, just a little bit more composure.
On half forward, sun on the eyes if you don't mind. They'd be happy over there in the shade at the moment, the players. They'd be happy to keep it in over there under the big, what sort of trees are they, Vicky?
Cypress.
Give me a home among the gum trees. There's the ball up, half forward here for Darley. Chance here for Sebast, who wait on the defensive side of that stoppage. They did well. They forced the ball by foot towards the attacking side of centre wing. Sat okay there for Hart. Right foot kicks okay. Found the big fella there in Horsler. Back into the side today. Right foot kick out in front of Powell. Brett goes to fly, keeps his feet. That's excellent work. You've got to get over there and assist here, Blake Colley. He does. But ball spills free off his hands over the line for a boundary throw-in.
He's been a good find for him, Todd, Brett. I haven't seen him play a bad game yet.
Yeah, he's been terrific. 4-2-26 Sebastopol lead Darley 3-2-20. But you get those big fellas on the hop. Horsler, Stowe, Hutt, Richards.
Well, he looks certain to mark that ball.
Yeah. Chance here for the big fella Horsler. Could have been tripped. The umpire called play on. Chance here for Holt. Just hacks the ball. Dangerous kick. And the mark. Yeah, that's a dangerous exit kick there. And the mark's been taken there by Hazlitt.
Once again, Todd just threw it on the boot. Didn't even look where he was going to kick it to. And worst place he could have put it to at the top of the 50.
Well, the 19, 20-year-old in Hazlitt will have a shot on 50. Take his best here from the redhead. Sebast lead by 6 points. Just only a couple of minutes left in this term. Gets plenty of purchase on the kick. Loves the accuracy. Straight over the umpire's head. Back-to-back goals to Sebast. And they get some separation on the Devils for the first time this afternoon. They're 5-2-32. They lead Darley 3-2-20.
A couple of their goals have just come from, silly little mistakes, and especially that one there, under a little bit of pressure, but still probably had a little bit of time to just swing his foot across and bring it to the boundary side instead of going top of the 50, Todd.
Yeah, 100% agreed. And, of course, the Butler goal previous. Everyone up, no one down. And
2 mistakes that cost them goals.
Christmas game for Butler in May, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Ball knocked out of the middle, gets towards half forward. Hurried right foot kick, but only as far as the play there in Cadman. That was Dummett with that kick. That's a shank of a kick there from Cadman. All he found at the end was the Sebast coaching staff. And there'll be a boundary throw-in as it's tumbled end on end over the line for a boundary throw-in. This is where the Devils seem to drop away after the 20 minutes. They've conceded 2 goals this afternoon. It's we spoke about in the pre-match. Chance here for Fenton. Did his own clearance work there. Hand pass. Just gathered by Medwell. Did well. Fired the ball out one towards Keel. Tackle by him was excellent. Ball at ground level as a party. Hand pass out towards Havelberg. Knocked it further afield towards Ward, who was dispossessed. Ball now on half forward for Sebast, right in front of the Darley faithful. A few players a bit gassed under the sun, you'd think, Fred. So be a ball up on half forward for Sebast.
Would you think, Todd, that the 20-minute mark would be a lapse of concentration with the Darley guys? Or is it a fitness thing, do you think?
Oh, that's just young blokes trying to keep the intensity up for 28 minutes at senior level against the quality side. Not easy. Left foot kick inside, 50. Doing well there was Matthew Brett. Terrific mark. That would equal Cadman's mark forward of 50 earlier. And he goes short by foot to Cadman. He gave it to Collie. Has he got enough weight on the kick? Inglis at the back. Hill at the front. Knocked the ball to ground level. Dummett was waiting there. He conceded by hand towards Paps. He's only good by foot. He got it towards that player there in Stowe. His kick inside 50 was good. Albeit a shallow entry, and Hutt comes out, takes the mark, and he'll have a shot on goal from 49 metres out.
Uses the footy good, Stowe, you know. He, not bad by foot.
Yeah, handy pick up from Warrnambool, I believe.
Yeah, no, good size too, Todd. Good size.
Yep, 6'3", 6'4". Now, ball in hand, it's Hutt. Will set sail for the judge. It goes off to the right. There's no score. Matthew Brett takes another mark on the goal line to end the opening stanza here at Darley Park. In a very entertaining first term, Sebastopol 5-2-32, lead Darley 3-2-20. A break, and back with a quarter-time summary. Oh. Bill needs some CPR. He's sunstroke for the afternoon. He'll take no further part.
He only needs ice.
Ball up to take place. Get play underway here. Second quarter action. Top tack one there by Richards. Umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go to Cassidy against Azzopardi. And the first forward thrust of the second term will go to Cassidy. Right foot kick. Inside the attacking 50. The fly. Good spoil there from Leonard. Found the safety of the boundary line over the line for a boundary throw in.
Ever reliable. One behind. Big punch from Dazzy Leonard.
On half forward. Outside of the ground for Sebastopol. Opening minute second term here if you've just joined us. Sebastopol 32, lead Darley 20. There's the throw in. Fenton front position. Tap was okay, but only as far as Keel, who was waiting at ground level. Leonard was good again. Knocked the ball forward. Denying the Sebas keen forwards to gain some possession, but they can't. Good pressure here from Darley in the opening minute, despite Sebastopol having predominant possession. And they're going to get out of trouble here, Darley, momentarily, with a high right foot kick towards half-back. Lockyer the fly. Couldn't quite take the mark. Kept his feet, but so too did Ankrum. His wild hand pass. Put his teammate under the pump. And note this right foot kick will go along the boundary line. Looking there towards the big fella there in Hutt. His hand pass over there. They've got numbers out here. Chance here for Lockyer. Outside of the right boot. Makes no mistake. Puts it through. And Lockyer's got his second. No speak of Michael. First goal of the second term to Sebas. They get game-high lead of 18 points at the moment. They're 6-2-38. They lead Darley 3-2-20.
Bit stiff there. Hutt was nearly over the line and just kept it in and over the back, and young Lockyer front on the went and put your glasses down, Toddy, with that one.
Yeah, Lockyer has two for the afternoon now. So too does Powell. One each to Butler and Hazlitt. That's their 6. Darley have 3. That's the difference in the game. 2 to Cadman, 1 to Harley Inglis. Ball up. Ball at ground level here. Can they get the clearance? It's Cassidy. Goes the soccer. Dummett in front. Gathers. Taken to the ground. Might have been pushed. The umpire called play on. Ball spills free. Chance here for Ankrum. Another disposal. Missed the target by hand, though. Probably had to be a bit better there. Got it to Bewley, who gave it back to Ankrum. Want to be quick. Keeps the eyes low. Goes in direction of Azzopardi. Couldn't take the mark. Had the ball thumped away. Ball on half forward here. For Darley. Out here. Inglis might have cut one high. Went to ground by hand, but got it to Spiteri. Got to 49. Kick finds Banner. Comes out, takes the mark, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Roy, is it? Yeah, got it right the first time.
Well, we had a discussion about him at quarter time, Todd.
Yeah.
For a bloke that's had the experience he's had, let's hope he caps off with a goal here. And
he doesn't let you down, Fridge. He puts it straight through the high diddle-diddle. And that's the response that Darley wanted. It's their 4th of the afternoon. Banner's first. They're 4-2-26, Darley. They trail Sebastopol 6-2-38.
Well, I hope he can be a focal point for him up forward, Todd, Like the experience and the ability that he's got, he should be producing a bit more than what he gives.
Terrific work by, once again, Ankrum. Bewley with took the body and then gave off the handball, did well. And Spiteri and Inglis combining on half forward. That's more like what the Devils want to see. Housley's into the ruck now. Won the tap. Got it to Notha. Right foot kick inside 50. Hunt's looking a dangerous threat. Chance hit for Leonard. He gathers. He needs some support though. Hutt gathers the foot. He tries to keep it in. Got it to Butler. Kick around the body into the pocket. At the back there was Powell. Ball spills free. Kick across the body. Not another one to Lockyer. It is. He's got his third of the afternoon. You can hear a pin drop here after that goal. Nickham as the lead goes back to Sebastopol, back to 18. They're 7-2-44. Darley a 4-2-26.
Well, there was no class in that passage of play, Todd. It was just one of those things that chaos ball comes out and, you know, Lockie is there and throws his foot under the throws the ball onto his boot and sails through. Just unfortunate for the Devils. They work so hard.
Ball up in the middle of the ground. Give that one to Fenton. Cassidy with streak. Drop the ball. Ping. Good decision, umpire. And Andy has a party with ball in hand. Can go short to Collie. It's a horrible kick. Turnover chance here for Dummett. Dribble the ball to half forward. Clean bowled Hart. Chance here for the Devils. Trying to get the... that's holding the ball against you, Cadman. They play on to Cassidy. Inside 50. Look at that for a kick. That's a ripper. And Sebast take a mark about 25 to 30 metres out from goal.
All that resulted
from... And it's Michael Lockyer again.
Well, all that resulted from was as a party wins the free kick and then goes and couldn't find a target 15 metres away from him. Turnover and the Lockyer. Just crucial error.
So Lockyer, shot on goal for his fourth. Kicks on its way, makes no mistake. Like we said at the start of the game, he's no surprise around goal. He kicks his fourth of the afternoon. We haven't even reached halfway through the second term yet. But the lead, Darley still in the game. 24 points. Sebasta 8-2-50. They lead Darley 4-2-26. Just a victim of their own errors at the moment, the Devils.
Well, three mistakes that they've made have cost them 3 goals, Todd. And the difference in the game here...
All right, so we're back in the middle. Cassidy starting to have an influence. Inglis goes to him. Harley and Harvey also in there. Tap goes to the outer side centre wing. Holt just let his man there in Hasler just run through and gather and got the hand pass to Howell, so he went to half forward. Leonard the fly couldn't take the mark. Chance here for Ward. Didn't gather the footy. Chance here for now Sebastopol through Cassidy. Right foot kick to the top of the goal square, but the mark's been taken there by Brett. Yeah, Cassidy's brought his own footy from the 7 or 8 minute mark of the first quarter, Fridge.
He's had plenty of it, Todd.
Look at that kick from Mitch Ward into the middle of the ground, if you don't mind. Find Bailey Young, who played on. There's a couple of youngsters combining. Hand pass over to Inglis. He kicked the ball about 45 metres. It surprised Cabin and us in the commentary box. They went over all of their heads. Sebastopol through Hart will get out of trouble. Grabbing right foot, kick to the defensive 50. Tackle taken to the ground was O'Shea. What's the umpire going to do? Held to him, he said there'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal.
That centre clearance there, that young boy, number 49, Ben Holt, he just spectated that bloke coming in.
Soccer out of the stoppage there from Notha. Only went as far as Ward. His right foot kick inside 50. Went looking there towards Cabin. Good tackle there from Roy, the coach. Good intensity. As a party might have cut one high kick across the body there from Spiteri. Hasn't got the accuracy. In fact, he misses everything over the line out of bounds on the full.
Young as a party tries hard and, you know, he throws his body in at the footy, Todd.
Cassidy again kicked it into the man on the mark. English took the ball. Kick across the body. He was wanting the mark, but he just had no concept that he was only metres away from the man. He kicked it and was forced to play on. Pressure kick across the body, minor score. Hart brings the ball back into play. Gee, there's been some nervous 15-metre kicks here this afternoon from both sides. Darley 27, trail Sebastian.
A little bit better, Todd.
They do. Right foot kick in from defence is okay. Finds Hazlitt. Tell you what, his fair skin's getting to work out this afternoon under this sun here at Darley Park. The kick's okay to Cassidy. Covering the ground. He's been very good.
He'll finish like a lobster.
Right foot kick. Look at that. That's a beauty. In the Hutt direction. Good effort to spoil there by Cadman, but Hutt was too strong. He's been good.
He presents a lot, Todd. Just keeps presenting.
Unselfish player who goes along the line, and the mark's been taken there by Keel. Butler, in fact. Butler will be happy being called Keel. No, remember that as he goes short and finds Cassidy again. The pumper.
Yeah. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Right foot kick, a long centre wing. Leonard under it here for Darley. Sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Brett stayed down, did the sharking. Right foot kick went back, and you guessed it, Cassidy again.
Might and power.
That's right. Goes short. That'd be correct there. That went the best part of 11.5 metres, that kick.
That
went 14 metres. And Hutt finds Medwell on half forward for the Devils.
That went 20.
Well, the Devils will cop it inside 50 for that, albeit a shallow one. He concedes ground, Medwell. Wilkinson nearly made a mess of it, but his kick was excellent. The half-back found Pabst.
Oh.
Played on with a hand pass further afield towards Hill. He's forced to go by hand. Turnover opportunity here. Pabst was terrific there to get a hand on that Devils handball, but here they go again. Left foot kick into attack. Cadman sets himself, knocks it over the back to Banner. This could be play of the day. Banner gets his second. Joel Cadman take a bow.
Well, Todd, that passage of play, that young fella, number 29, Coots Major, mate, he hit that bloke fair and square and sat him on his ass. And terrific by that young fella.
Yeah, congratulations to him in his debut game, just having an impact there. And Perhaps was doing some heavy lifting of his own there for Sebast, but the work rate there, reward for work rate. And
1%ers, Todd, they just keep tackling, harassing, pressure.
Cadman tap over the back to Banner. Good night, it was terrific. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Fenton won the tap. Chance here for the Devils. Through Williams. Right foot kick inside 50. Cadman taken, thrown to the ground there by Wilkinson. Given no prior, the umpire will come in and affect the ball up 40 metres out from the Darley goal.
Well, hopefully they watch this video replay and see that effort from that number 29, Coot Major. It was fantastic.
Well, we'll just call him the Major from now on.
Yeah, $6 million man.
Hack kick forward out of the congestion there by Banner.
Wasn't it Lee Major?
Off to the left over the line for a boundary throw-in. 25-30 metres around from the Darley goal. They trail the Devils. They're 33, Sebastopol 50. Still in it here, Darley, as they have been in the opening half of near all of their games in 2021. Here's the throw-in. Howsler works his way to the front. Went leaning there towards the youngster Hill. He couldn't gather. Dummett's hurry kick only went as far as Spiteri. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. And the red-headed match there in Hazlitt, he had every reason to ask the umpire whether that went 15 because that was another 9.5 metre kick.
Didn't matter, Todd.
Spiteri with ball in hand will have a shot from 40.
Just the good part about the Devils is just their fierceness at the contest. You know, they're putting an arm in here, body here.
Spiteri's kick on the way, makes no mistake. That's what they've done well in 2021, I tell you. That's their kicking for goal. Hope I haven't put the moz on them as they go to 6-3-39, Darley. They trail Sebastopol 8-2-50. Hang on to your horses, the Devils are back in it.
Yes, Todd, they're circling, they're putting enough pressure on Sebastopol, and it's just those fundamental mistakes that they're making that are costing them big time in errors that they're making, Todd.
Well, Sunbury coach Travis Hodgson, after our chat with him during the week, they've got the kicks for goal back on target. They're 5 straight, Sunbury. Can you believe it? Gives them about 45 goals, 90 for the season. Soccer off the ground, out of the middle goes Bailey Young. Haley Inglis has been paid the mark. Can you believe it?
Well,
nearly ran into the bloke who kicked it.
Yes, so Jake Angram.
So this will be lucky to go 15, whatever the case. As Harley Inglis comes out wide, finds Young on his own. He can run and go here from 50. Kicks it across. That's a poor kick. Top of the goal square. Just indecisive and kicked into 3. Sebastopol below. Says Beecham comes in. Couldn't affect the spoil on the big fella there in McNabb, who goes short. Kicks okay. Sebastopol trying to negotiate the way out of the trouble. Coming in from the side there was Cadman. Just didn't quite get hand on ball as Harvey can go short and finds a red-headed match in Hazlitt. Right foot kick to the outer side centre wing. Just a clean bolt. Hardy's second effort was good there, the big fella. Then he fell over.
That's a free kick.
Mitch Ward's hurt.
That's a free kick.
That's the classic sweep of the knee, unintentional albeit, but the youngster there in Ward's in a world of hurt. And let's not forget that he did do a knee a couple of years ago. Let's hope he's okay.
He's moving.
Yeah, well, he's just moving like his dad now at the moment, so it's not all bad.
Yeah, his dad don't get out of a trot now.
There's the ball up. We'll keep an eye on the movement of Ward. The lateral movement's the one that concerns me. As hurried left foot kick just lands just inside the boundary line. We'll call it a territory kick. We'll give him that as he finds touch there, Bewley. There'll be a boundary throw in half forward, out of sight of the ground here at Darley Park. Not far away from us here in the commentary box. I hope I'm not being too much for the players. As Darley 39, trail Sebastopol 50. They led by as much as 24, Sebastian. Now it's 11. Here's the throw in front, Fenton did well, but at the back, Hauser knocked the ball forward to Dummett. They went by hand along the ground. Good pressure there from the big fella there in Hawes, though. Tries to knock the ball out towards the boundary line as the party's hand pass. Didn't get anything on it, really, and only went as far as Notha. Medwell's hurry kick didn't look, and Mitch Ward takes the mark. Plays on with a hand pass to Collie. What's he going to do? Took one on. Took on another. Took a bounce. Ran to hard forward. Took a second bounce. Took a third bounce. Shot on goal with the left foot. Not going to have the carry. It's touched on the goal line through for a minor score.
Deserved the goal.
Well, after running 25 metres without bouncing the ball, it would have lifted the roof off both in the Sebas area and the Darley area. Ball comes back into play. Finds Notha. The kick's okay. And O'Shea takes the mark.
He's clever, O'Shea. He's got the long sleeves on.
Yep, on a hot summer's day, yeah. Kick goes along the outer side centre wing. Chance here for Hill. His kick along the line's okay. The mark's taken true centre wing, just inside the boundary line for Sebas. Social club side centre wing. Right foot kick. Gets towards half forward. Only got numbers here, but the fly from Hutt was terrific. Got ball to ground. Broke even there. The numbers will prevail for Darley. Hurry left foot kick goes in the Cadman direction. What will be of this? Going the clever soccer there was Ward. But Sebas have got numbers here. Oh, they're out here. Doing the chasing there is Fence, and that's how out Sebas are here. There's no Darley player to speak of. Grubbery kick inside half forward. Lockyer turn one inside out, then another, and then went short. And the kick's okay. And the mark's been taken there by Butler. 45-degree angle, 35 metres out from goal.
Yeah, got out the back there, Todd, and no man's land for the Devils, and Lockyer, nice chip around the corner to Butler, having a shot from 25 out on a 45-degree angle, Toddy.
Last thing Darley need is having the ruckman doing the chasing there on the outer side.
He's trying hard, Fenton.
Yeah. Well, spare him his legs. There's plenty of other boys who should be covering it at ground level as Butler. Lacking a bit of conviction there on the address. The kick, that's a better spoil there from the last line from the Devils. They knock it through for a minor score.
I thought he was nearly going to run out the gate the way he wound up.
Yeah, going to do a what's he? Take off with the footy. 6-4-40 Darley. Trail Sebastopol 8-3-51.
He made the B-line right for the gate, Todd.
Match of the round action here. Darley hosts Sebastopol. Ball coming back into play. Darley hanging in.
Surely the footy's not worth more than his match payments.
Right foot kick here for the Devils. Is pretty ordinary there. And the kick goes into the man on the mark. Off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. Wouldn't be happy with that, the Devils. Nonetheless, that's where it's at. Inside 50 for Sebas. They're pressing deep in their forward pocket. 35 metres around from their goal. They lead by 11 points. Chance here for Hutt at ground level. Sebas. Good pressure there from the big fella. It's been good this afternoon. There'll be a ball up on half forward. Boys that be happy with that. Nice ball up in the shade, Pritch.
Yeah, no glasses out there.
Stowe to do the ruck work. Won that tap. Tries to break the tackle. There was good play there by Sebas. Bewley read it well. Tried to find Brett, who went to ground over the football. Chance here for Sebas. Will the ball sit up for them? It does. I speak of Michael Lockyer, who's kicked 4 goals already. Squaring kick. How about that for vision? Spilling the mark. Chance here for the Devils. If they can not make a mess of this, the ball is up in the hands of Fenton. Well attacked there by Hausler. Keels then grabbed, taken to the ground, dispossessed by Lee Spiteri. The umpires pinged him. And Spiteri On half-back, we'll get the Devils out of trouble momentarily. They come to the outer side, centre wing. Kicks okay, found Dan Roy. Didn't have to break stride. Made the difficult kick with hardwood for Banner, who diving hand pass, got it back to Roy. Brett on half-forward. Indecisive, lobs it over the back. Can Banner run onto it and take a chest mark? He can't. It's out the front of him. Good pressure, tackle, holding the ball. Great decision there by us up there in the box. Nearly got it, the umpire over the line there. And there'll be a shot on goal from Banner. A very acute angle, 20 metres out from goal.
Made up for the look that he had on the ground when he was looking up at the sky and he thought, oh, someone might be coming towards me, and then he's made up for the great tackle, Todd.
There's the snap, makes no mistake. There's the class that Banner rises to the top. It's his third of the afternoon. And Darley are back within a kick, I believe. 7-4-46, Darley trail Sebastopol, 8-3-51.
Geez, we made a good call at quarter time. We spoke about Banner.
Yeah, well, the alter ego of Banner was the Incredible Hulk, and he's doing some mean feats in this second quarter.
Vicky Baker's asked us to talk about some of the others, Todd, so we better talk about half a dozen more.
Well, we could talk about the 9 that are missing there this afternoon, but that'd take too long. Yeah. Ball up.
Epworth Hospital.
Chance here. Going to soccer there was Inglis, but doing the mopping up there was Hill. Read it well, but left foot kick there was pretty ordinary. Got it towards the Social Club side centre wing. Chance for Fenton.
Good follow-up.
Darling's had a good couple of minutes. Leonard goes in ball with a hand pass. Got it towards Ankrum. Right foot kick. Goes in the Cadman direction. He got 2 to beat. He broke square with them. Ball here at ground level. Conceding ground by foot. He'd be wanting the boundary line here, Hill.
Oh, well done.
And Cadman kick over the body. Bounces on the goal square.
It's a goal.
Oh, don't tell me.
No.
It's hit the post. Well, there you have it. Have a word, Vicky. They're the fattest goal posts I've ever seen. And it's brushed the padding. And Darley now trail by 4 points there. 47, Sebastopol 51.
Speak to Wells. He's the ground manager.
Hauser on half-back goes along the line. Hart went out of bounds. And they probably concede a free kick there, Ankrum. But the umpire said no. There'll be a throw-in. True centre wing, outer side of the ground. Darley within 4 points here. Banner with 3 goals in the second quarter. Michael Lockyer has 4 for Sebast. Boundary throw-in. Found Ankrum. Tackle taken to the ground there by Dummett. Looks like Dummett might be putting some time into
Ankrum. They've made a change there, yep.
And it's been good this year. He's well aware where his number 4 opponent is at this stoppage. There's the ball up. Hausler and Fenton. Give that one to Fenton. Left foot kick across the body from Inglis for smothered. I speak of Brad. Concede by hand to Ward. Quick hands to Ankrum. Right foot kick in the middle of the ground. This is an important kick. And the mark was outpointed there. Was Roy on that occasion. Good mark taken there by Paps to go the ball over towards Hill. Foot race on in earnest here. It's Butler and Williams. Ball sets for Williams. He gets dispossessed. Lending assistance there was Wilkinson. Ball spills free. Darley still with ball in hand. Williams did well by hand. He somehow ended up back with the footing. Chip kick was high and okay, and as the party took an overhead mark. You don't drop those in front of the Darley faithful, I tell you. He plays on by hand. Right foot kicks a squaring kick and an ordinary one of that. Oh, O'Shea had a second thought about it, but his hand pass was good. It favoured Hausler, who can get it to Paps. Paps and Cassidy have been arguably Sebastian's best 2 this afternoon. Draws the man in Cadman, got it over the top to Hutt. I was speaking to the big fella there in Toby. He's got a minute to pick the ball up. Squares it up here. Geez, there's some tired legs up there for the Devils who don't have the footy at the moment. Hutt goes inboard. Excellent effort to cut it off there by Cadman. Left foot kick is okay. Measured to Inglis. They should slow it down here. Take a breath, Darley. Deep in defence, inside their defensive 50 here, Darley. Brown Inglis can go short to Brett if he wants. But we'll go along the line and short. The okay, he finds Williams. In his second game. Oh, he's going to take the game on here. This kick needs to be good. How about that? It was horrible. And it's fair dick have been squared right in front of the Sebastopol goal. Turnover here. They need to get over to Williams and restore that confidence. As Tony Lockyer, who is more known to being a key back, is forward and will have a shot on goal. What's been a day out in front of goal for the Lockyer family. Tony will be happy to be included in that this afternoon because Michael's done all the damage with 4. Tony will have a shot on goal. Normally very good by foot. But what's been an arm wrestle of sorts for the last 6 or 7 minutes, that turnover kick was just horrible. Williams had won his time back, Fridge.
Yeah, once again, Todd, just, silly mistake. Unnecessary, Todd.
Yeah, they just gave it back there, Darley, and rightly so. They've been punished by maximum. 9-3-57 Sebastopol. And Darley 7-5-47.
And I believe they've had the better of the quarter, the Sebastopol, Darley, and, just a lapse in concentration again where Williams goes across and just may as well more or less hit him up.
He thought he was at training.
Yeah.
Thought there was another team out there, probably would have hit wherever he was going, but he did take the game on.
He'll learn from it.
Yeah, well... Brandon Williams. Yeah.
Brandon Williams.
All right, ball's back in the middle of here. And the sun just heading in that perfect direction. Right in front of my eyes here at the moment, here at Darley Park. There's the ball up. Neither Ruckman could gain any ascendancy from that tap out. But chance here. That was the big fella there in the major. The major's spending a bit of time, and the Ruckman don't mind.
Yeah, he's given Fenton a well-earned rest, Todd, because he's battled tirelessly.
Tap one by Stowe. There'll be a clearance here for Keel. Right foot kick across the body. Brett has to run back with the flight of the football. Gathers, breaks the tackle, did well. Handball was even better. Got it to Mitch Ward, who gave it to Collie on half-back. Right foot kick to the Social Club centre wing. Good outstretched hands taken there by the youngster, who'll go short and find Roy in the middle. Ball sits for him, just gets knocked off the footy. Second effort was okay. Hand pass, diving hand pass, excellent commitment on the football there by Ward. But there'll be a turnover imminent here for Sebas with their high right foot kick. 2-on-2, Cabin at the back, and Matthew Brett there for the Devils. 50. Had to be 50 metres 50 there. No.
OPS.
Not today.
You're kidding. You are kidding.
Not in the shade as Matthew Brett just enjoys a momentary spell. With that short kick in the shade, the kick's okay and hits up the coach in Roy, who sweeping right foot kick. That plenty of speed on the footy as he went out in the English direction. As they throw the hurried ball onto the boot, looking towards Azapati, who's out pointed in the air. And it's Sebastopol with ball in hand on halfback. He too enjoying a moment by foot. In the shade. His right foot kick was meant for Hutt. Could have been pushed. The umpire said no.
Should have been given a free kick there, Todd.
Medwell over the ball now. Gets tackled, bailed up. The umpire will blow the whistle and affect the ball up. True centre wing. Social Club side of the ground. After getting within 4 points. Darley now trail by 10. 57 Sebastopol. Darley 47. Just over 4 minutes to go. Just over 1 minute to go in this second term. As the ball gets inside 50 for the Devils. Banner needs a bounce. He keeps his feet. Steals the ball away from Wilkinson. Had time to go over the top there to Azapati. Didn't see him. Had a pot shot at the goal and missed to the right. Minor score. Darley now 7-6-48. Trail Sebastopol 9-3-57. 15 shots on goal to 12 in the opening half and in favour of the Devils, and they trail as Cassidy will get them out of trouble. I speak of Sebas. They go to the Social Club side of the ground to half back. Inglis could have given away a free kick. The umpire called play on as Pabst ran away from half back. Right foot kick to the fly of Powell, but he couldn't take the mark. The umpire said unrealistic, and Jack Bewley will take the resultant free kick. I know he's giving it over to
Brett.
Brett. Yep, he goes short. Kick's okay. Finds Collie. Want to be quick. Want to hurry up. They're running out of time. Matthew Brett goes short. Turnover kick. Ordinary one at that. They've just fallen down just with a couple of errant kicks there, the Devils, and you just can't afford that to do that. That second effort from Brett was terrific, but his handball went astray and found Medwell, but Leonard reading the play beautifully on half-back, takes an uncontested mark. Played on with a hand pass over towards Bewley. Goes wide, looking towards Williams. Keen to atone for that errant kick earlier. O'Shea did well, so too did Hazlitt. The two redheads combined to get the ball towards Notha, who steadies the ship with a short kick, who finds Shea, who takes an uncontested chest mark. Goes along the line. Has he got the carry? He does. Finds Hutt. Couldn't be long left in this second term. We speak of 7 seconds. Hutt's about 70 metres out from goal. 2 kicks away. Short kick goes and finds Hutt. He's a long way out from goal. Haven't seen many people kick, and that certainly won't get the journey, that's for sure. And the half-time siren sounds here in a very eventful, competitive opening half. But Sebastopol lead 9-3-57. Dahlia 7-6-48. Fridge will get the goal scorers from you, and then we'll take a... They did have a dip against their more fancy rivals here this afternoon.
Very unlucky not to be in front, Todd. Just, three costly mistakes, and they're only 7 points down.
Ball up in the middle of the ground, or just running into the young fella there in Young. Was the Sebastian Ruckman going with soccer off the ground there was Spiteri. Ball on half-back. Kick with the outside of the boot towards the boundary line. Will it sit for Bewley? Finally gathers, concedes by hand to Spiteri. Right foot kick to the top of the square. Darley mark, BMT on the chest. Read it well at the back. Took a mark on the chest. And it might be the captain coach or playing coach in Dan Roy will go back and have a shot on goal. No, it's not. It's the youngster. It's the major.
The major.
The major general.
The general major. Can he put it through for the major, Toddy?
They should come from everywhere if you can slot this, the youngster, in his first game. Leads back on the kick.
Oh, yes, it's there.
Look at the Devils.
They're up and about, Todd.
Well, you've got to respect the major in whatever field. And today it's the footy field. Darley get the first goal of the third term. It's just what the doctor ordered, and the major, if you don't mind.
Yes, no. Good hit up by the major, and went back and duly saluted, and I don't mind the major because he done a 1%er and he sat that bloke fair on his backside in that second quarter, and he got a bit of you know what about him, Todd.
Sebastopol 57, Darley 54. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Young wins that tap, knocked it further afield to nobody in particular. A bit of a stacks on the middle. It was Ankrum, in fact, but he's swarmed by the Sebastopol mids, and there'll be a ball up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground here for Darley. In what is their worst quarter of the season by the pattern. They'll be hoping to correct that. They only kicked 18 points in total in third terms for the season.
Decision umpire.
As a party with ball in hand, outside centre wing, plays on, nearly runs into the umpire, if you don't mind. Right foot kick goes to the pocket, looking near towards Banner in front. Second attempt at the footy, goes to ground, couldn't take it. And Sebastopol get out of trouble. Bartlett takes, speaking of Butler, said that name Bartlett a few times over the last few weeks.
Yeah, Ryan.
Right foot kick from Cassidy. He's had plenty of it. Goes in the Hauser direction. The good spoil there from Leonard. Needed the step ladder to get up there and contest that. Ball here at ground level, close up inside the boundary line. Keel gathers, cop one high, carries the ball over the line. A boundary umpire needs to blow the whistle. And he does finally. And there'll be a boundary throw in. Keel remonstrating. Thought he was unlucky not to be given a free kick there. Collie on Keel now by the looks. There's the throw in. It's so in front. Young, give him the tap there, the youngster. Collie over the ball. Good tap. Got it to Inglis. Handball was hopeful more than anything else towards Young. Keel got boot to ball. Ward went it well, just tumbled the ball onto the left boot. Gained about 35 metres free side. Went to the Cadman direction over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward, outer side of the ground. Darley with all the play in the opening couple of minutes. They've had it in their forward half. They trail by 3 points. Goal to the major in the opening minute, the youngster. Boundary throwing on half forward for Darley. What can they make of this? Young into the ruck. It'd be interesting to see how he goes. He's competed well as Ankrum with another disposal. Inside 50. Waiting at the back there was Inglis. He's done that quite often over the journey. Going the soccer there was Fatiri. Then he gathered. Kick across the body. He's put it through. Darley in front here at Darley Park. Can you believe it?
It's just about Todd, the contest all the time with Darley at the moment. Their presence around the footy, and they're just hitting it out, bashing it out, and creating opportunities, Todd.
Darley 9-6-60, Sebastopol 9-3-57. The Devils lead by 3 points. Back in the middle of the ground here. Opening goals in this third turn of the major, and Lee Spiteri. There's the ball up. Tap one there by Sebas. There's a bit more intensity around the ball. Young with a high up and under kick for Darley. The mark's been taken there by Cassidy. How he was able to mark that. Well, he's a classy player. Protected the ball drop. Marks on the chest. Goes direct. Inside 50. Leonard from the side couldn't take the mark.
Good second effort, does he?
Ball at ground level. Here's an opportunity for Sebas. Holding the ball. Good pressure there from Mitch Ward. Confidence up the youngster after an excellent second quarter. He'll have to come back behind the mark. He's about 30 metres away from the Sebastopol goal.
He had a good ladder period in that second quarter, Ward.
Yeah, he's been very good since he did his knee.
Oh, you did.
Right foot kick along the line to half-back. Oh, Inglis in front. Strong mark.
Strong body work.
In front of Butler. Goes short. Kick. Oh, it's terrible kick. Over the head of Roy. Chance here for Hill. Inside 50. Led it to the back. Goes the spoil. Who's at ground level? Darley is. Hurried right foot kick there from Havelberg. Big up and under to the cricket pitch. Doing the sharking there was Spiteri. Hurried right foot kicks a high up and under towards half forward. Good spoil there from the Sebas defence. There's Cassidy again waiting at ground level. His hand pass out wide was good to Butler, who found Stowe on half forward out of side of the ground here for Sebas. Darley lead by 3 points. Stowe, right foot kick, inside 50.
2 on 1 here.
Powell's got 2 to beat. Numbers prevail. Matthew Brett, very excellent in that opening half. Goes lateral, kicks okay. Finds Beecham. Another youngster. Goes short. Oh, good, excellent mark overhead by Azzopardi. He's told to play on, got himself into trouble. Then went by hand to Brett, who can steady the ship by foot. Kicks okay and finds Ward. Right in front of the East Point coach's box, the youngster. He's had a good game. Asked the players to come forward. How about that for a kick?
Good kick.
Remnant of his uncle and his father on a day out. There's the hand pass from Inglis. Got it to Azzopardi. Went through the middle of the ground. Kicked to half forward. Went over the head of Cadman. And now he can gather below the knees. Wild hand pass goes... Shoots out wide in the Ankrum direction. Gets around one. Onto the right boot. Goes out wide looking for Banner. Will it sit for him? He's got Collie on the outside. He ran inside onto the left. And the kick was a shank. In fact, off the side of the boot. It could be a mark here to Darley. It is. Fortune favours the brave. And Darley will go back and have a shot on goal. And it looks like it might be the youngster there in Joel Cadman.
Luck's of fortune there for Banner because he had blokes streaming past him. Well, decided to wheel and have a shot and come off the boot like a granny's kick.
It's Jake Ankrum, in fact. Can't mistake that gate for any of the other Darley players. He's got a unique shuffle on him, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal. 50 metres out directly in front.
Good to see, Todd, these younger boys taking the game on too.
Ankrum gets plenty of purchase. It's all about the accuracy. The Darley boys like it. The horns are sounding here at Darley Park. They've got their third for the third term, and they get a game high for them lead in this third quarter. Can you believe it? Darley are now 10-6-66. Sebastopol 9-3-57. We've got a 9-point ball game in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round here at Darley Park. Bottom side playing fourth pitch. Good game of footy.
Good game of footy. Not a bad call by the coach, Roy, with that fella Young going into the ruck. Now Fenton's in there, sorry.
Now tap one there but it was Young initially. You're right there. Both Horsley and Fenton hurt.
Youth and jumping high, Todd.
That's the last thing Darley need is a ruckman. Going down, another one. He's in a world of hurt. So who's going to contest this one? Well, Benson just looked up at the ball. That's all he could do. Ball gets hacked forward by Sebastian. The attacking 50. Tackle the ball was good by Cadman. Somehow fell back into his lap. He tries to knock the ball free. Now he's not responsible for the footy. It's O'Shea by hand.
Hold on.
Had the kick smothered. Notha's kick smothered by Inglis. His pressure on the footy was good. Threw Notha out of the way. Gave the chance there for Williams to get the ball to the Social Club side centre wing. Paps doing the mopping up. Gave the hand pass over towards the big fella there in Horsler. Turnover kick there from the big man. Darley in the game here this afternoon. The chain of events. Ball ends up in the hands of Harley Inglis. He waits. Ponders. Can go short. And the kick finds Azzopardi. He's got Matthew Brett further afield if he can find him.
He's loose.
Yeah, but there's pressure here. Brett had to be terrific over the ball. He was.
Good
Gets onto the non-preferred. High kick knocked away. Sebastian got numbers here through Keel could concede. Oh, clever. He fooled everyone, including us in the commentary boxes. He ran inboard to Wilkinson. Low kick towards Stowe. How about that from Matthew Brett? Got it to Lennon. Short kick. Cut off there on half-back. They're taking the game on, but there's a turnover opportunity. Michael Powell runs through the middle of the ground. Open forward line. Hutt's got cabin to beat. Gets some separation. And Hutt takes the mark. 35 to 40 metres out from goal. Gee, that was coast-to-coast turnover. That was good play by Sebas.
Yeah.
Just an errant kick there from Brett on his left.
Yeah, the first mistake he's made all day, Todd.
Yeah, he was terrific there at ground level and in the air.
He tried to make the play and dash forward, but just unlucky.
So Sebastopol with the shot on goal. Toby Hutt's been good, presented all afternoon. Can narrow the margin back to 3. Kicks on its way. Going across the face of goal. Might have brushed the goalpost. It did indeed. Minor score. Let off from a set shot there for the Devils. 9-4-58 now, Sebastopol. Trail Darley 10-6, 66. We've been playing 10 minutes third term. Ball heads out in the direction of Beecham. He's over the footy at ground level, just stolen there by Inglis. He was thrown to the ground. Gather there was from Holt. He got it to Ankrum, back to Holt. His kick was then smothered. Turnover opportunity here. Notha, tumbling kick inside forward 50. Hutt at the back, taking the mark. Is he going to pay it in front? No, he's going to pay the man at the back. And the youngster there in cabin. Although Hutt had more purchase of the footy, Devils fans hopeful more than anything else that the man in front would be rewarded. But weight of possession there, in fairness to the big fella there in Hutt.
There's about 6 or 7 inches difference, Todd.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Just missed one just a minute ago, and we'll have the opportunity to get the game back within 2 points. Shouldn't miss from here. Directly in front, leans back on the kick. Straight over the umpire's head. 2-point ball game here at Darley Park. Toby Hutt kicks the goal. Sebas get their first of the third term. And we've got a ball game on here, that's for sure. Sebastopol 10-4-64. Trail Darley 10-6-66.
Well, they certainly haven't played any sort of defensive stoppage and that scrappy type footy, Darley. They've actually taken the game on today, and they've done a good job, and it is a real contest.
Yeah, well, that's that taking the game on. That's given them an opportunity to kick a score fridge.
Yeah, well, the name of the game is to get it through the sticks, Todd. So
yeah, well, their highest score leading into this game was 70. That was against Sunbury in round 1. They're 66 already. They'll certainly need more than that to 68. They'll need more than that this afternoon to win, that's for sure. Chance here for Haslett, taken to the ground. Pressure there from the Darley youngster there in Young. There'll be a ball up. Young into the ruck. Fenton leaving the field. He looked in a world of hurt. We'll give that tap to the Sebas Ruckman. Ball at ground level here. Just hacked out of nowhere there by Ankrum. Got it towards half forward. How will it sit? Young went to soccer. Just only got a little bit of purchase on the ball with the inside of his right boot. And there was players swarming in on the football. There'll be a ball up. Near centre half forward for the Devils, who lead by 2 points.
I don't know what Lockyer's go is, Todd, but he's playing deep forward, and all he's done is just run about 120 metres in 20-metre spurts, and he's got Holt chasing him like a greyhound with a rabbit.
Yeah. But I
don't know is he playing forward or is he playing back?
No, he's just doing his thing. There's the ball up. Tap one by Howsler. Ball at ground level, right in the middle of the ground here. Hurried right foot kick. Goes out the direction of Ward. Good gather there by the youngster.
Good boy.
And managed to get through trouble. Right foot kick towards half forward. Darley sort of inferior with height as the ball gets spoiled away. Right foot kick, quick turnover opportunity here, and Hutt, that man again, takes the mark on the attacking 50. Turns with the right foot kick. There's Lockyer, who just ran Holt off his legs there when he was just doing that whatever running, and it's managed to pay dividends here as he stretched Holt to the deep forward pocket, and Lockyer will go back and have a shot on goal.
Well, he's been sitting in both deep forward pockets and gone across the ground, crisscross, and just kept running all the time. He didn't actually stop at all, and he's just kept hold on the move, and whatever the tactic is, it's paid off for him.
Lockyer I speak of Tony, kicked a goal in the second term, having a shot on goal right in front of the East Point coach's box here. He'll kick from about 30, just inside the boundary line with the right boot. Kicks on its way. Off to the right, minor score. We've got a point in it here at Darley Park. 10-6-66, Darley. Sebastopol 10-5, 65. We'll go around the ground shortly. We'll just wait for Tommy Love to wake up there and Blake Wintery. Ball comes back into play, gets towards half-back for the Devils. It was a good entry kick there from Collie. Got the Devils out of trouble. And beyond a kick and a half away from the Sebastopol goal.
Hey there, Bill.
And there'll be a ball up on half forward. Social Club side of the ground for the Devils, who lead by 1 point. Ball up. Tap goes out the direction of there. The youngster there in Burns. Hurried left foot kick goes in the direction there of Spiteri, who's out manoeuvre there by Keel. Right foot kick goes to the forward line. I just pushed under the ball there was Cadman. The umpire didn't see it. He let it go hard as he knocked the ball further afield. Kick across the body. It's not a bad effort on goal, but missed everything out of bounds on the full. And a resultant free kick will go to the Devils, and Jack Bewley will bring the ball back into play.
Got a bit of a passage here. The Sebastopol is starting to press a bit now, Todd.
Update, round the grounds, Lakers 63, Melton South 26, Sunbury 44, Ballarat 31, East Point 38, North Ballarat 65, Melton 66, Redan 32. I think we're at the right game, Fridge. We've got a 1 point ball game here in front of us here.
You know, very entertaining, Todd. Real good game of footy.
Sun continues to stream down here at Darley Park. Not a cloud in the sky. As Bewley's kick goes along the line. The fly at the back there was O'Shea. Got plenty of defensive pressure on the ball. Enough to see it over the line for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the Darley Football Club, Social Club. Boundary throw-in to take place. Young in the ruck. Big ask of the youngster. Up against Hounslow. Call it a 50-50 spread here. O'Shea's barred up by Azapati. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up. Half forward. Social Club side of the ground for Sebastopol. They kick to the Grey Street end in this third term. After leading by 9 points at half-time, they now trail by 1 point. Bewley just gets knocked off the footy. Good pressure there from the bigger-bodied Sebas mid there in Keel.
Starting to get a bit of it, Keel.
Well, it wasn't Keel, actually. It was Notho, in fact.
Good one, Todd.
Sorry, mate. Keel's on centre wing. There's the ball up. Tap one by the Devils. Fouled up in the tackle. There's going to be a repeat ball up here. And a good game of footy. Havelberg coming up with it for the Devils. There's the ball up. Oh, excellent. Tap. Gather by Dummett. Top of the square. 1-on-1. Leonard to contest against the big fella there in Stowe. Keeping it in there was Hart. What can he do here? Oh, he's dispossessed. That dropping the ball. Good decision, umpire. And the youngster Cadman, not fully aware that he was deserving of that free kick. All bar him thought that was the case. The kick short's okay to Bewley, who marks a kick away from the Sebastopol. Goal goes short. Collie couldn't take the mark. The ball through his hands over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Lucks of fortune there.
51 metres away from the Sebastopol goal. Boundary throw-in to take place. Darley lead by 1 point. Halfway through this third term. Throw-in, that one by Hauser, uncontested in the end. Got it over towards Dixon, who got it towards Hazlitt, top of the square. Nearly an excellent mark. Soccer off the ground's a goal. And Sabasa back in front here at Darley Park. I've got the eye on the soccer off the ground. It was Michael Powell again. Kicks another one. And he's been a live wire. Dangerous inside 50, and Sabasa back in front. They're 11-5-71. Darley at 10-6-66. We've been playing 18 minutes in this third term.
For the amount of times that Darley have had the footy inside 50 and, you know, like they've actually controlled the game most of the game, Todd. It's just they have a little spurt, Sebastopol.
Fencing back into the ruck for the Devils, but there wasn't enough that Hounslow took the mark. Won the tap. Free kick going to come out of this congestion. It's going to go the way of Dummett in the middle of the ground.
He's starting to get a fair bit of it too, Todd.
Yeah, Dummett with ball in hand. He's had a pretty good year for the Borough. Plays on. Right foot kick. Goes to the forward pocket. The power direction. Sets himself. Goes the spoil. Does his own sharking. Got a horrible bounce as the party was infringed. Well and done. He'll take the free kick.
I don't mind this kid, Todd.
Yeah, has a go, Andy.
Has a go, this kid.
So he'll go short by foot. Kick's okay to William. Not have been Bewley, in fact. It was. His kick's cut off there by Powell. Hand pass inboard was okay onto the left. They go into attack. Chance here for Hill, but let's sit for him. He's got Havelberg at the back, but he knocks it towards Hunt outside of the boot. He's put it through. Clever goal there from the big fella. And Hunt kicks his second or third of the afternoon, Fridge.
Yeah, second, mate.
Yeah, Toby Hunt, excellent goal with the outside of the boot. Excellent below the knees. And it's back to 11 points.
Moves really good for a big fella, you know, very good below the knees, Todd.
12.577 Sebastopol. Darley at 10.666.
He's their focal point, really. Every chance they go through him.
Back in the middle of the ground here. Darley led by as much as 10 points in this third term. There's the ball up. We'll give that one to Young, who got it to Inglis. Good. Through the middle here. Here's an opportunity there for Spiteri. Got the ball over there towards Williams, whose kick's been turnover. And the mark's been taken there by Wilkinson. By foot is good to Helsler. Helsler can chip it over the top. Devils look a bit flat on their feet here. Mark's been taken by Harvey. He had the leg speed to keep going, but he chose not to. Wheeled around onto the right boot. Tumbling kick inside 50. Chance here for Powell. Excellent work there by Azapati. He's tackled, taken to the ground. I speak of Cadman, actually. And there we go, ball up. Devils under the pump. Sebas pressing.
Good effort by Cadman there, Todd.
So Cadman will contest against Hart. Grabbed it out of the ruck there, Cadman. Then threw the ball onto the boot. Had it smothered. Ball ended up in the hands of Powell, who gave it to Michael Lockyer. Kick to the top of the square. Bewley the fly couldn't take the mark. Ball spills free. Chance here for Dummett. Ball eludes him in the end, but players in from everywhere, and the umpire will come in and affect the ball up 25 metres away from the Sebastopol goal. We've been playing just under 21 minutes, third term.
Cadman gets up from the bottom of the pack again, Todd.
Ball up.
Got plenty of endeavour, that boy.
Grabbed out of the ruck by Hart, kicks the ball over the head. Leonard and Tony Lockyer. And the mark's been taken there by Leonard on the last line. Kick short, was good, effective. Found Bewley, is it?
Yep.
Right foot kick from Bewley goes along the line to half-back. Darley not out of trouble yet. Nontha at the fall of the ball. Tries to knock it towards O'Shea, but gathers it himself in the end. But turnover imminent as Bradley English just gathers the footy and hacks it about 35 metres the Devils' way. And they're out of trouble momentarily. Ball in, half forward, Social Club side of the ground for Sebas.
You can tell when the Devils are a bit down when that stand over there is not full, Todd.
Well, it is Sebas. They don't normally travel the Ballarat sides and vice versa when the Devils head west. Oh, there's a drop mark, not taken there by Cadman. Chance here for Collie. Got around one, then had to throw it onto the boot. Tried to do a little bit too much on that occasion. Excellent tackle there from Havelberg. Didn't deny Cassidy the handball, though. Harvey with strength. Hurried right foot kick. Here's an opportunity across the body for the youngster there in Hill. He likes it. Here's another one to Sebas. And they extend 13-5-83. Darley 10-6-66. 18 shots a goal on for Sebas for 13 goals. That just tells the story. There's just a few too many easy ones there, Fridge.
Easy ones, and they're starting to look a little bit flat-footed, as you said in the call, Todd. They're a good side, Sebastopol, and they'll just keep throwing pressure at you all the time.
Yeah, and those big blokes, they're not getting any shorter as the afternoon progresses.
No.
You'd think they'd be suffering a little bit more with their heads closer than most to the sun. As play continues here, Darley Park, Sebas on top of the last 3 goals. Chance here for Young. Gives it by hand to Roy. Gave it over the top to Collie. He can run his full measure here and go long. Keeps the ball low. Nice. How about that? Needs a mark. Couldn't take it there, Cadman. Was a hot footy. Wilkinson's ball was okay. And they'll get out of trouble through Butler, who takes the mark on half back here for Sebas. Can go short to Nontha. Need to keep pushing here, the Devils. Too many uncontested disposals in the last 6 or 7 minutes. There's Nontha. Weighs up the options, goes forward to the Hutt direction. Be Good's ball was better, though, from Leonard. Hair pass got it to hold. He went along the line and found 2 Sebas blokes on the outer side centre wing. Rebound kick. Nontha's got a paddock here. Darley closed, tied legs, but can't influence. Going the fly there was Powell. He takes arguably his first mark of the afternoon, Powell. He'll go back another shot on goal from 45.
You can tell they're starting a little bit leg weary, Todd. Young fella there, Beecham, 27. He sort of casually jogged alongside that bloke just before.
So Powell, he kicked 2 first quarter goals. has an opportunity here to extend the Sebastopol lead. Kicks on its way. It's coming back nicely as it got the journey. Makes no mistake. Excellent execution there from the X-Factor forward. It's about 3 goals from 4 kicks in the afternoon from the X-Factor forward.
He's had 4.
And Sebastopol 14-5-89 lead Darley 10-6-66. Just felt like moments ago that Darley were in front, Fridge, and now they're down by 23 points.
Just a 10-minute burst of footy where, you know, the superiority, you know, better skilled, you know, at the end, you can't keep withstanding that pressure, Todd.
Back in the middle of the ground, Young the fly, couldn't influence the contest. Had a second effort by hand, and here they go again, Sebas. Out of the middle, outside of the boot, gets inside the attacking 50, and Brett's taken a nice mark around his ankles. Right foot kick goes to the outer side half back line. Ankrum juggles the mark, keeps running. Right foot kick inboard, put Roy under the pump. He had to sit and wait underneath it. And the mark's been taken there by Keel. Goes short and wide. Ankrum, Courage goes back into the direction there of Hazlitt, who gave by hand to Dummett. Right foot kick across the body. Fence it under it at the back. Hutt, he couldn't take the mark. Harvey with Courage. Took on the pack, was taken to ground. The umpire will blow the whistle, come in and affect the ball up 25 metres away from the Sebastopol goal. And the Boroughs, they lead by 23 points.
Yeah, all of a sudden the turnaround, you know, 4 or 5 goal turnaround, Todd, you know, 7 points up at one stage, Darley.
Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go against the big fella there in Hutt. And it's going to go Darley's way. It's going to go to Fenton for a throw. Can go short to Colley. Now, he can run a little bit here, not as much as we're used to, because the space closes. Goes short to Roy. It goes into the middle of the ground, looking for Cadman. Ball at the back was okay from Wilkinson. They got numbers here. Hot footy. Powell goes to soccer. I speak of Michael. Goes to soccer again. Don't tell me. Hit the post. Wow. 1 point there for Sebas. 14-6-90 now. They lead Darley 10-6-66. 24-point ball game here at Darley Park. Collie plays on. Comes outer side of the ground, looking towards Brett. Pressure on the ball there was good. Clever from Powell as Brett went to ground.
Himself.
Oh, he's out cold, Brett.
Yeah.
And the mark's been taken there by Cassidy, 55 metres out from goal. He'll go long to the top of the square. He's in a world of hurt. Fly at the back was Hart, mark of the day. And Toby Hart will go back and have a shot on goal directly in front, 15 metres out. Yeah, Matthew Brett just...
No.
What's he done?
Must have got an errant knock. Must have got an elbow to the face. I don't know, Todd. Just went down.
Been good today, Brett. And
terrific.
So good. So is this bloke too, Toby Hutt. Will go back and shouldn't make any mistake from here. Leans back on the ball. Straight through the middle. And Sebas extend even further here at Darley Park. They're 15-6-96. They lead Darley 10-6-66. It's out to 30 points.
That's his third for the day, Todd. Been a very good player.
While we're on the goals there, Fridge, do you just want to have a whip through them? We've had a few this afternoon.
Sebastopol Lockyer to only 1, Jed Hill 1, Butler 1, Hassler 1, Powell 4, Lockyer 4, and 3 to Hutt. For Darley, Ankrum 1, Spiteri 2, Banner 3, Inglis 1, Harley, Joel Cadman 2, and that is all.
And the major.
And the major, sorry. Missed him on the other page.
Let's go around the grounds and just have an update on scores in other Ballarat Football League games this afternoon. Lake Winter East 77 lead Melbourne South 26. Sunbury 46 lead Ballarat 37. East Point 46 trail North Ballarat 66 and Milton 81 lead Redan 45. Back in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park. It's a 5-goal ball game in favour of the Borough. Soccer off the ground by Ankrum. Got it to half forward for the Devils. His follow-up effort was good. Might have kept one on high. Went with the outside of the right boot. Sends the ball forward. Good attack on the footy there by both players. But Sebas, they keep their feet through numbers. Keel's hand pass out wide was okay. Went looking there towards O'Shea. Would it sit for him? It doesn't. Finds the line over the line for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the Darley coach's box on half forward for the Devils.
They'd be disappointed, the Devils, with the last 10 minutes of footy, Todd. You know, just Look like they're very stagnant now.
There's the boundary throw-in. Gee, Ankrum, he just keeps trying. He's had a terrific season.
Yeah, no, he's been good.
In a losing side, ball close up against the boundary line. It might have been Dummett who ushered the ball out and out of bounds on the full. Resultant free kick will go to the Devils. On the attacking side of centre wing, Social Club side of the ground, they trail by 30 points. Sebastopol 96, Darley 66. We've been playing 29 and a half minutes in this third term. How long have we got left in this quarter? 2 minutes. So a chance for the Devils. Right foot kick. And Cadman, he's going to pay 50 for late contact on the mark. And a 50-metre penalty here. Cadman just a little stiff there. Was late. And Sebastopol with the ball in hand. How far is that 50? Must have been 59. As Cadman stands the mark. Might be Tony Lockyer with ball in hand. We'll weigh up the options. Oh, no, it's not Tony Lockyer. They go short and wide, though, into the middle of the ground. Beecham stands the mark for the Devils. They can go laterally furthermore to McNabb. Right foot kick over the top to Butler, who's got time to wait under it. Mark it on the chest. Can go inboard here. Kicks okay to an unmarked Hutt. And he goes short. Those looking for brother Toby, and Toby takes the mark. Toby Hutt, 50 metres away from goal, will have a shot and an opportunity to extend on this 30-point lead to the Borough. Short kick from Hutt, unselfish, was okay, and found Hill. And Hill, the youngster, will go back and have a shot on goal. The future prospect pick up from Ballarat. I mean, Jed Hill has walked in the way of
Mitch Ward,
and the umpire's fallen for it.
And paid 50.
And that 50-metre penalty will bring up Hill right up to the goal line. And there'll be a shot on goal, and a most certain goal at that.
Second for the quarter.
And Sebastopol will go to a 36-point lead. And arguably the last opportunity of a score in this final term. Makes no mistake, Sebas come from everywhere to get around the youngster. He kicks his second. Sebas get there 16th. And the Sentry's up. They're 16-6, 102. They lead Darley 10-6, 66.
Yes, Todd. Umpire was sucked into that one. He just moved across to young Hill across towards Mitch Ward, and umpire fell for it and gave him 50.
Sebastopol get their 7th goal of the quarter. They were 9-3-50. They were 66 to 57 to 48 at half time.
Half time was 50 to 57 in favour of the Sebastopol.
We're back in the middle of the ground here. It's been all Sebastopol in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Darley hit the front early in the third term. But as soon as that happened, the floodgates are open and Sebas have dominated for the most part. Ball at ground level as a party over the football. The umpire says, I'll have it, he'll ball it up. The siren sounds to end the third quarter here at Darley Park, and Sebas starting to flex their muscles here at Darley Park. They've extended to a 36-point lead. They're 16-6, 102. They lead Darley 10-6, 66. A break.
53676766.
Apple 98.5 FM.
Siren sounds to get the final quarter underway here at Darley Park as shade starts to come across the ground. First clearance out of the middle through Housley for Sebas. Got it to half forward. Coming off the half back line there was Leonard. He was tackled, taken to the ground. The umpire said holding the ball. And Liam Stowe will have the first real effective possession in this final term. He's told to play on by the umpire. High kick to the top of the square. There's the fly in front. Brett couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Good body contact there from the Devils and the youngster there in Hill, but Hill just bounced off the Darley player, kept his feet as the ball gets hacked out of defence by the Devils. Only as far as Howsler. They're just not getting any smaller, these big blokes. Right foot kick, only as far as Roy. The Devils can get out of trouble here. By hand from Ankrum. Back to Roy. Got it to Collie. Right foot kick to the Social Club side centre wing. Cadman had to be good overhead. Dropped what he probably should have taken. Wilkinson over the footy. Here's the reinforcements through O'Shea. Left foot kick to the attacking 50. Big fly at the back there from the Devils. Went searching for the boundary line, but it was gathered there by Roy. Right foot kick towards half forward. Cut off there by Hutt. Pressure's better here early from the Devils in this opening minute. Right foot kick to half forward's good for the Borough. Oh, they've got Butler. He's got a mile on everyone else. Doing the foot race on in earnest there was as a party, but it was too far away. Right foot kick inside 50. Brett running out. Can he gather? Ends up doing some body work to allow Collie to run through. Hasn't stopped trying. Right foot kick towards an outer side half forward line. There's 3 Sebas players. They can raffle it. Who's going to gather? It's O'Shea. Left foot kick along the line is okay. Good both sides of the body is O'Shea, the redhead.
Yep. Left to right.
Right foot kick there from Lockyer towards half forward. Coming out, taking a mark on the chest there was Powell. Goes inboard by foot. Kicks okay. Finds Harvey. Jai Harvey. Probably too far out to score. Sends the ball to the top of the square. Hutt at the back, takes the grab. And Toby will go back and have a shot on goal to extend on this 36-point lead of the Boroughs.
Was always in the van there, Todd, that ball coming in. He had to jump at it.
I mean, the instructions would be quite simple. Just bomb it high into the forward line, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, he's been very good, this kid.
So Hutt will go back, have a shot on goal directly in front, 20 metres out from goal. Makes no mistake, straight through the middle. Golden Pies had an easy day this afternoon at the Sebastopol end. Most of them have gone straight over their heads as Sebastopol extend. They now lead by a game-high 42 points. They've kicked the last 8 goals of the game. They kicked the last 7 of the third term and the opening goal in this final quarter.
I just hope the game doesn't become a blowout for Darley, because you know, they've been really competitive for 2.5 quarters, and, you know, like, the score ain't indicative of to the play that has been here today with the Devils, because they've tried really hard, and it's just a 10-minute, 15-minute burst, and hopefully they can get back to the second quarter stuff that they've been doing and try and get a goal or 2.
Back in the middle of the ground here. Opportunity here for the Devils, but it spills out towards Harvey, who got it to Cassidy. Right foot kicks okay. Mark's been taken by that man again there in Hutt. Too far out to score. 60 metres plus. Weighs up the options, goes into the pocket. Going to fly there might have been Powell, is it? No, it's not Powell.
It's another tall bloke.
Yeah, that's it. It might be the big fella there in Stowe. Well, yeah, he even looks 6'4" from here, and he's 100 yards away from us. Stowe on the boundary line. We'll have a shot on goal. Take his best here, you'd think. He should be looking to centre the footy. But takes his time. Right foot kick goes, not a bad effort, goes across the face of goal. They need a spoil here. The mark's been taken there by Brett. Right foot kick to the outer side of the ground. Just had a bit much on it there for Beecham. Ball gets socked further afield towards half-back. It's all Sebas again. Kick comes inboard, and the mark's been taken there by Harley Inglis. Good overhead mark there from Inglis as he plays on by hand to Collie. Now what's he going to do? He looks to make the switch. Has he got enough weight on the kick? Yep, it was measured beautifully and found Leonard on half-back. What can the Devils make of this? They go inboard. That was nearly a push. Umpire said no. And the mark was taken there by Keel. On half forward, goes short. Certainly wasn't short of options, that's for sure, as Cassidy, who was very good in the opening half, sends a long right foot kick to the top of the square. The fly, they couldn't quite take the mark there. Can they usher it through for a behind the Devils? Kick across the body. I reckon it's a goal out of nowhere there for Sebas.
Who kicked it?
Yeah, I think it might have been Powell. When in doubt, go Powell. Just an X-Factor player around goal. He's probably had 6 kicks for the afternoon and kicked 4, has he?
5.
Give me a break. Back in the middle of the ground. Sebas had the last 9 goals of the afternoon, if you don't mind.
Unanswered goals too, Todd. Nothing.
Yeah. So the extend is 48 points. 18-6 plays 10-6. Back in the middle of the ground. There's the ball up. Give that tap to Fence, and his follow-up work was okay. Hand pass was smothered there by Notha. Hurried right foot kick out of the congestion there by Spiteri. Got it inside 50. Well, it's it for Inglis. Was held without it. The umpire called play on. Chance here for Banner. He's tackled, taken to the ground. Umpire let it go. How will it fall? Into the hands of Paps. That's how it did. And does a bit of a twirly-whirly and goes to the Social Club side of the ground. Gets it beyond the defensive 50. Cadman over the footy. Ball doesn't sit for him over the line and out of bounds.
See, now the game's changed, in the last 20 minutes, Todd, where Darley had more numbers at the footy. Now Sebastopol have all the numbers at the footy. The contested ball, they're just winning all the time, all of it now, Sebastopol.
Boundary throw-in. Chance here for the Devils through Anchorman, who's kept trying. Gave the hand pass over towards Cadman. Kick's not a bad effort, in fact. He might have put that through from the boundary line. He has. Terrific goal there from Cadman. That's his third. And Darley get their 11th. But it's been all Sebastopol since the 10-minute mark of that third term. And Cadman just showing what a look into the future. Looks like he's gonna be a handful, is he?
Well, like Cadman's, Wards, Spiteri's, as a parties, they're all young blokes, Todd,
Ball up. They go hunting through the middle there with Spiteri. Socking the ball towards half forward. Good tackle on Keel was by Harley Inglis. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up. True centre half forward here.
They certainly haven't stopped trying, the Devils.
No, neither's the sun. It's fair income. It's been a day at the beach. Who would have thought? I threw everything else into the bag except the sunscreen. Can you believe it? Right foot kick out of the congestion. Gets to the Social Club side. Centre wing. Powell just releases from the tackle. Right foot kick keeps it low. Brett had his vision impaired there by Cadman, but they're able to do the mopping up through Leonard to the Social Club side centre wing. Bewley with ball in hand. You don't drop those ones in front of the coach. He didn't let him down. Right foot kick goes in the major direction. He couldn't gather. Wilkinson's hand pass was smothered close up against the boundary line. Right in front of the Devils faithful. It finds it over the line for a boundary throw-in. True centre wing position. Social Club side of the ground. 18-6-1-1 for Sebastopol. Lead Darley 11-6-72. 42-point lead to the Borough, who look to go 3-2 with a win this afternoon. Darley will go 0-5, but again, been good for a half and a bit. Just lacking the polish at the top to carry them further.
Well, 9 guys out of their, side, and, even half of those guys being in this side would help them dearly, Todd.
There's one of the youngsters there in Young, sends the ball forward. Banner couldn't take the mark, knocks the ball forward. Chance here for Wilkinson. Darley wanting, they're too tired to even appeal for deliberate there, as there'll be a boundary throw-in adjacent to the visiting coach's box. I speak of Sebastopol's. 40 metres away from their goal. There's the throw-in. In front there is Stowe. Knocks it back towards the boundary line and on in over the line for a boundary throw-in.
See, blokes like Baker, Page, handy blokes to be in the side today for them,
Yeah, said.
Guys like that, calibre, Kemp in a game like this, Kemp as well. So, there's probably 4 or 5 goals.
Yep.
Todd.
There'll be a repeat stoppage here as the sun says goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Starts to go behind that once Bald Hill. That was my turning point. Bald Hill, they've even sorted its own self out as the ball gets into the middle of the ground. Chance here for Brett. Hasn't stopped trying.
No.
Clearly in Darley's best. Gave it to Cadman. Wild hand pass. Went over the head of Harley Inglis. Centre wing. Social Club side of the ground. Right foot kick. Goes in the Cadman direction. Couldn't quite. He's been
paid the mark.
Chopping of the arm, says the umpire. Cadman, who
presents this kid, doesn't he?
Kicked a couple of terrific goals and arguably in the play of the day when he knocked it over the head and into the advantage of Banner, who kicked one of his 3 goals in that second term. At the back there was Young, couldn't take the mark. It's all Sebastopol at ground level as they come commentary side into the shade. Taking a bounce and running away there was Keel. Can give the handball over the top towards Hutt. Hutt takes the ball. He's got a paddock. He can take a bounce. And another if he likes, the big fella. Look at him go as he squares the ball up without any pressure. And misses the target there in Lockyer, who somehow ended up reeling that mark in the end. A little bit worse to wear as he gets to his feet. Plays on, give the hand pass to Cassidy. Made the handball look better than what it was. Set sail, tumbling kick to the top of the square. 2-on-1, Darley with numbers. Somehow they've ended up with the ball here. Sebastopol, kick across the body is a minor score. Hill misses. It's a rear behind for Sebastopol this afternoon. Their conversion forward's been terrific. 18-7, 115. They lead Darley 11-6, 72. Ball comes back into play. It's all Sebas again. Need one of those sting gags again from you, Fridge, because it's certainly gone out of this game. The only sting that'll come back into this game if there's a swarm of bees that get onto the ground.
The air balloon's here, mate. The air's gone right out of the game.
Yeah, and even the sun's had enough.
Yeah, no, it's disappeared.
And Sebas will go back and have a shot on goal. It might even be the youngster Hill again. It is 45-degree angle, 30 metres out from goal. Hill will have a shot on goal. Kick 2 this afternoon. Sebas will go 3-2 and have their 3rd win from 8 highway travel trips in their last 2 and a bit seasons. Kicks on its way. It's an excellent kick straight over the goal umpire's head. Through for another major. And Sebastopol extend. They move to 19-7, 121. They lead Darley 11-6, 72. They've kicked 10 of the last 11 goals, Sebastopol. That's the story of the second half, Fridge.
Yep. 2 minutes into the third. They've just excelled and, those bigger blokes don't get any smaller and they've just countlessly gone forward and kicked goal after goal, Todd.
Back in the middle of the ground here. There's the tap. We'll give that one to Fenton right on the cricket pitch. His second gather was Ankrum was gathered and taken away without the footy. Inglis has kept trying hard this afternoon. He's a bit of a balling there. He just lacks a bit of polish by foot.
Yeah, well,
he's good inside player.
How long ago when he broke his leg, you wouldn't have thought he'd ever play footy again, Todd.
Yeah, so it's good to see him back and very popular figure and family name around the club.
Yeah, good electrician, Cougar.
And Matty, of course, he would be a handy addition.
Yep.
But the English curse of the injury, he's been missing for a couple of years, unfortunately. Harley, of course, still out there battling it out with brother Brad as there'll be a repeat stoppage. Centre wing out of side of the ground. Sebastopol doing it comfortably here, nearly as comfortably as Bill, who's panicked and lost consciousness in the chair next to us. 49-point lead to Sebastopol. Cassidy tackled, taken him to the ground. The umpire says a throw. Must have heard the cheers of Vicky Baker from the commentary box there to finally blow that whistle, albeit belated. Ankrum looks a little bit worse for wear there as that kick goes inside 50. Shallow entry, juggling mark taken there by O'Shea.
He's had a fair bit of it this play.
Right foot kick comes to the commentary side. Notha takes the mark in front of
Young,
yeah. He's got one of those haircuts that a lot of 19-year-olds have these days, and you
got the rock concert band on.
That's it. You're forever wondering how and why as Dummett goes along the line. Went in the direction of Hazlitt. He couldn't take the mark. Giving away a free kick there for sure for Redhead. And the Devils, Cadman with ball in hand, will go back and take his free kick. He's not sure what way the Devils are going. Can you believe it, the youngster? I mean, you'd understand if his dad did that, but not him. Ball goes towards half forward. Mark's been taken there by Ankrum.
I think he's disorientated.
Keeps the ball low, lowers the eyes, goes in the banner direction, gathers the ball, he got 4 to beat, cop one high as he kicked, ball's going to land in the square, horrible bounce, Warren, bold Warren was getting there as that leg break just hit the goal square and went lateral and ended up out of bounds, can you believe it? There'll be a boundary throw in adjacent to the Darley behind post. 121 Sebastopol lead, Darley 72.
Bill, have you ever thought about having a sleep apnea test?
There's the boundary throw in. Cassidy across the body to an open half-forward line. The ball sat beautifully for Hazlitt, who had Inglis and Burns to beat. Now, I don't know how Burns got out of that contest there. He was right in it there, but sort of left Inglis to his own wares.
Yep.
No, it had a 2-on-1 there, and he was out of the contest as quick as who was in it there, the youngster. There's the ball up, attacking 50 for Darley. Tap one there by Horslow, who got it to Cassidy. Hurried right foot kick. Outstretched hands of Bewley. Did well, but just conceded in the end. Oh, he's in a world of hurt on the ankle there. But courageously mans the mark. Might have got a... he's going off the ground. Cassidy in the middle now for Sebas. He's had plenty of it.
Yeah, ring-a-ding-ding.
It's all been might and power of Sebastopol this afternoon.
Good call, Toddy.
Kick gets to the outer side centre wing. Finds Hazlitt, the redhead. Give it back to Cassidy. Inside 50. Yes. And the mark's been taken there by Hill. And it's the youngster again. He's had a good second half.
Hill, yeah.
But fair Nickham, you and I could have had a good second half in Borough's colours this afternoon, Fridge.
Yeah, plenty of empty spaces out there, Todd.
And Hill will go back and an opportunity to kick his third. Fourth, actually. And Sebastian's 20th, if you don't mind. So if there's any consolation, Darley have kicked their highest score of the year. They just got over the line there. They've kicked 11.672, their previous best in round one against Sunbury. 11.470 as Hill lowers the eyes. And there's Cassidy, who takes the mark. He's 50 metres out from goal.
He's looking for the handball.
Well, he's the only really recognised offensive player that hasn't kicked a goal yet for Sebas. And Cassidy, who finished... top 10 in the Henderson medal with Luke Keel in 2019. Of course, two of Darley's players who finished in the top 10 of that year, Luther Baker and Shane Page.
Yeah.
Not here this afternoon. There's the kick. Umpire's picked out a free kick for a push. It's going to go Darley's way. They combine by hand. They'll get out of trouble. There's Brett. Beautiful kick. Have a look at that. Went like a rocket. And it was beautifully accepted there. As the short kick finds Collie. Can go lateral. Gets plenty of weight on the kick. Spiteri waits under it. Who's he got? He decides to go back into the middle and ignore the lead of Williams. Goes towards half forward. Banner on the lead. Comes out, takes a mark on the chest. 55 metres out from goal. Where's he going to go? Cadman pushed forward. Ignored that. Goes long in that direction. Oh. He's had plenty of it. It's bounced over the head of everyone and rolled through for a goal. Oh, and the goal umpire couldn't wait to wait. Took his time to lift those heavy arms up and put the two fingers up. And
nearly the best passage of play for the Devils all day, Todd.
Yeah, 12th goal of the afternoon. Banner gets his fourth. Darley 12-6-78. Sebastopol 19-7-1-21. 43-point margin to Sebas. And I'll tell you what, when you were coming into the footy today, you would have said that's going to be about the margin. Darley have been pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Plenty to get out of the game.
There've been no disgrace today, Darley. They've been very good, Todd. Just, lack of numbers,
Socket out of the congestion from that ball up. Darley still trying. Here's a chance for Holt. Now, what can he do with this kick? Right foot kick to the centre wing position. Went over the head of Azzopardi. Bounced favourably for Cadman. Left foot kick was pretty ordinary in the end, but bounced safely towards Holt. Brett Leonard by hand. Got the ball over towards Spiteri. Inside 50, penetrating kick. Missed everyone, but found McNabb on the last line. Just when you thought there wasn't a bloke above 6 foot on the last line of defence for Sebas, he's arguably one of the tallest in McNabb. He's 6'4".
Yeah, no, he's a big fella.
Imagine their homes these people live in. With the high doorways and...
They wouldn't have one under 1.8, that's for sure, Todd.
No, that's right. But they're just presenting soft, short leads here, and numbers will prevail as Hutt will take the mark. And I'll speak of Ben, who goes short, who must have missed the tall cookies because he's a foot shorter than his brother. No, they go short, kicks okay.
He's been good, this bloke too, though. He's had plenty of it.
Yeah, no, well, he's experienced inside mid.
He's got plenty of friends.
Hazlitt kicks short's okay. Finds Powell, who wants to slow it down. Work that out. They're 8 goals up as he'll go along the line. Too far out to score. So there's a kick without being a goal there from Powell. And there you have it, straight into the hands of Brett. Squares it up, almost Darley's best now, Brett, you'd think, who squared it to Roy. Switch on kick here. Got to run there, Beecham. How will it sit for him? He's got Butler to beat. So he's
well done.
He's got size on him on Butler, but he knocks the ball to the defensive side, which was good work. Colley's bailed up. Umpire's going to ping him for holding the ball. And Sebastopol will take the ball on half forward. And it's Butler who did well there. He was out of position there against Beecham, and then Colley ended up with the ball. Then he applied the tackle and justly rewarded the free kick. And so they've just going short, and 45 finds Ben Hart, defensive side of the middle of the ground, goes short here. They're just racking up the stats here at the moment. Sebas, as the kick from Hazlitt gets towards Stowe, picked it up like a little man, right foot kick on the lead, excellent grab. And they'll go back and have another shot on goal. I think it might be the youngster there in Hill again.
Yep.
3.5 minutes to go. Won't go a second longer. Vicky's just about had enough. Jed Hill will go back and have a shot on goal. Tried hard, the Devils, but they've been no match for Sebas. 19-7-1-21 Sebas. Darley 12-6-78. And you can add a minor score to that tally.
Besides Hassler, the other three tools play like midfielders, Todd.
Yeah. And Darley's tall men play like rovers. As Brett will bring the ball back into play. We'll go Social Club side of the ground with a long right foot kick right in front of the coach's box. At the back, Sebastopol get paid the mark here. And it's Hutt.
He's earned his corner today, Brett. Hasn't played a bad quarter, Todd.
Hutt, he's been terrific. And unselfish as well.
Yeah.
Giving a couple away.
It's a pity he didn't have another two defenders like him.
Oh, and I was speaking of Hutt there for Sebastopol. He hasn't had a bad quarter either. Been unselfish forward. As Keel concedes some ground to McNabb, who goes wide to Dixon. Right foot kick along the line. Makes the big fella their house. They have to stretch it out. One of the few players who still has the sun in his eyes there, the big man. Spare a thought for the rest of us, a foot below you. As McNabb goes short lateral. Kicks okay to Keel. To true centre half back. And this man's had a good game, Pabst. Right foot kick into the middle. Brett, solid, spoiled, couldn't quite affect it. Strong overhead mark taken there by Hutt. Right foot kick out onto the lead. It's a good one. And it's Stowe. Got a bit of pace there, Stowe.
Yeah.
Left foot, tumbling kick. But it's effective. Mark on the lead is good. And it's that man again, Toby Hutt. Will go back and have a shot on goal. 45 metres out from goal. B-O-G.
For his fifth, Todd.
For goal number 5. Toby Hutt. For goal number 5. Been terrific this afternoon. 19-8-1-22 Sebas. They lead by 44 over Darley. 12-6-78. Hutt. Set sail for the judge. He kicked beautifully. That one straight over the goal umpire's head once again. And Sebas extend. They kick their 20th goal of the afternoon. They're 20 goals, 8-1-28. They lead Darley 12-6-78. It's out to 50. And Hutt's got 5.
This is... The games that I've seen, this is probably the most potent forward line I've seen out of... I haven't seen North Ballarat, but these blokes have got plenty of arsenal.
Yeah, well, North Ballarat touched them up. They got them by 32 points.
Yeah, they must have had an off day because, you know, no Darley have been good for 2.5 quarters, but, you know, the creamers rose to the top.
Dummett gets the ball out of the middle for Sebas. Right foot kick with the... right foot kick towards half forward. Bewley does the mopping up. Hand pass to nobody in particular. Bit of a stacks on the middle. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up on half forward for Sebas. In front of the Darley coach's box. There's the tap there from Fenton. Hand pass there from Cadman. Went about 20 metres. Fell into the hands of Inglis, who got it over towards The fella there in Ankara running onto it now is the Major, who gathered, broke the tackle, did well, the youngster. Hand pass over the top, put Young under pressure. Quick by hand to Cadman. You want to be quick too. Cop one high, the umpire called play on. And Notha with the hurried kick went searching for the boundary line. It'll pull up here. Hazlitt got time to gather.
Oh.
He's tackled there by Holt. Turnover opportunity here. Gathered by the Major. Got it to Holt. Tackle, taken to the ground. What's the umpire going to do? He's going to ball it up. 49 metres out from goal as the number 49 gets to his feet and hands the ball back. 34 seconds of this game remain. There's the ball up. Tap one by, well, we'll give it a fence. And Inglis crashing through. Got it by hand to Holt. Short to Inglis. Oh,
well done.
Classic catch there from Inglis. Diving away to his left. Taking a nice mark. 45 metres out from goal. Vicky, what are the chances of him kicking this?
No, he ain't going to kick it, Todd. Cadman's going to kick it.
Oh, there you go. He's gone short and found Cadman.
Yeah,
Saved you answering that there, Vicky.
I think your son struck.
I mean, the sun's just hanging in this last minute through the trees.
You've got 4th degree burns on your head today.
Cadman, speaking of 4, he's got a chance to kick his 4th. He leans back on the kick. That's a terrific way to finish the afternoon for the young fella.
Well done. Despite
being in a losing side, Cadman's been terrific. 13-6-84 Darley have gone down to Sebastopol, 28-1-28. So it's a 44-point win to the travelling borough. They'll be happy with that. They go 3-2, and the Devils remain with